So, thank you all very much for coming to Pierce College Puyallup today. I'm Marty Cavalluzzi. I'm the president here at Pierce College Puyallup and loving it. 4 years, nothing like 50, but 4, it's okay. So as most of you know, we're celebrating our 50th anniversary all year, and we're so happy you're here today to help us celebrate Pierce College Puyallup's 25th year, and we're going to open up the time capsule that's been sealed in that wall over there for 25 years. So that time capsule was installed behind the plaque in the doorway here in the Gaspard Administration Building in 1992, not long after the building opened in 1990. The time capsule was actually installed as part of the college's 25th anniversary celebrations, and here we are now, 25 years later, which is very good. The college has grown so much, and as we wrap up our 50th anniversary celebrations, it's important to look back and appreciate how far we've come and how we got here. So all of you in this room today have helped us get here in your own way, and I'm so happy to see so many of our current and former students and employees here. I mean, I don't know many of you sitting out there, but Michelle just kept rattling them off. And there's this person, there's that person, this person. So I was like, Michelle, could you introduce those people? That would be a lot better. So we're okay with that. Anyway, it's just nice to have a whole bunch of you here and community members and some officials, some community local officials.
Wow, it's so great to see everyone. I'm looking at all these familiar faces. 50 years Pierce College has been celebrating excellence. I've been fortunate enough to be here for 39 of those 50. It's kind of hard to believe. One of the pieces as we think about our history, I do want to recognize a few people. There are many, many individuals to recognize. I know we have many faculty, but part of the role of chancellor as CEO, because Pierce is a 2-college district, and that happened in 1999. And in that, of course, trustees are the individuals that govern our institution, and they're appointed by the governor of the state to serve terms. And so with us is Dave Hamry and his wife Barb, who are here. Dave. And I have an extra special fondness for Dave because he was one of the 5 trustees that hired me as the chancellor. So thank you, Dave. And I think that's our only former trustee who's here right now. I think we had some others who talked about joining us. We are going to introduce later some other people as well. So, in 1967, Pierce College was established as Clover Park Community College. And the next year, we became known as Fort Steilacoom Community College, and was started in a grocery store in Lakewood, Albertson U. We had 1,500 students that first year attend Pierce College. And many things have happened since then. So 50 years later, we're now 2 colleges. So we changed our name again in the mid-'80s to Pierce College. And we added then in 1999, Pierce College Puyallup, this wonderful college, was recognized as the 34th community college in our community and technical college system. And we officially then became a 2-college district. And at that time, Steve Wall, who was the dean of the Puyallup campus, was selected to be the president of Puyallup as well as the district president, and I was selected as the president of Fort Steilacoom. So Steve is going to have a few words later, but Steve, you have been the heart and soul of Puyallup, and it's great to have you here. We also have, almost from the very beginning, have had a large operation at Joint Base Lewis McChord. And I actually started my own teaching career at Pierce College, actually as a part-time faculty member in 1977 at Fort Lewis and McChord, and Jim Bradley was there and hired me for that position way back then. So that was an interesting piece. And our military is a very important part of who we are, both as the college and as of our community, and we're always proud to have them here with us as well. So today we serve about a little over 20,000 students each and every year through our 3 sites, as well as our very large extended learning operation, because we actually are around the world. And if we think about it, our mission, and we have it up on the wall here, and it says to create quality educational opportunities for our diverse community of learners to thrive in an evolving world. And we're really serious about this mission. And we're really serious about the local and global impact that we have. And this year, celebrating 50, maybe everything seemed to align because we have had some significant national recognitions for the work that we're doing on student success. You know, when community colleges were established, the Act of 1967, actually the same time that Pierce College was established, it was really with the idea of access, that it was an institution that was designed to serve each and every person in our community, regardless of background, preparation, and interest. And that has been the pride and joy of the community and technical college system, is the open door to access. And that's still a really important part of what we do. But we started asking ourselves as we looked at data, how well are students doing when they come? And are all students doing equally well? And the answer was no. That we know that students come to us with needing a great many different kinds of resources. And if we really wanted to fulfill our promise of our mission, then we also had to focus on how do we get students to the finish line. And that has been a major part of our recent endeavors, really to focus on how is it that we create the resources through programs and services and recognition that we do the work we need to do so that all students can succeed. And through that work, we joined an organization called Achieving the Dream, which is a national organization, about 200 colleges, to really focus on success for our students. And they have an award, and it's called the Leah Austin Award. It's probably maybe the second most prestigious award right now in the country that a community college can receive. And I'm proud to say that Pierce College is the recipient of this year's Leah Austin Award. So that was just fabulous. And we're moving more and more students, to the finish line, and we still have a lot of work to do. And we were recognized in San Francisco for that award. And awards are nice to have, but it's really what do they mean and what do they represent? And they represent the hard work of the faculty, staff, and administration of the Pierce College District and their dedication. And all of our students and student leadership is important as well, because this is what makes all of this work. So we kicked off the 50th year with our golf tournament. I think it was our 23rd. And so we started the year at High Cedars, and we'll be there again this August, and that's a fundraiser thanks to our foundation members. We have one here already today with us, and we also are thinking about the ways in which we serve our students by bringing in more resources. And so Phil Yates and his wife Linda are here representing the foundation. I don't think we have any other foundation members. Marty, you were on. Thank you for your support. And that really was to grow scholarships and to help our students be successful. And then we moved into October as we had our first homecoming ever at Fort Steilacoom. And we had several hundred people who came and shared in the joy of the college's celebration. We also had our Hall of Fame, our Athletic Hall of Fame dinner, which was also recognizing a combination with our 50 years. Steve used to be over that area. I have a little interest in athletics. I used to be a coach, and I'm proud to say a Hall of Fame recipient of my team being inducted, so that's been a fun past. And then we had an amazing event in April, and it was our 50th gala, and we combined a dinner that we've had for a number of years called our Distinguished Alumni Event, where we identify and honor individuals who have been students here who've gone on to do amazing things. And so this year we combined it together with our gala at Fort Steilacoom, transformed the gym into an amazing party. Again, our foundation helped us host that. We honored 2 new recipients as distinguished alum. And we also had a great deal of interest in trying to raise funds so that our students can have the resources they need to be successful. And I am amazed and proud to say we raised $343,000 that night to support students. So that was fabulous, fabulous opportunity. And so this is sort of our conclusion, and tomorrow, as Marty already shared with you, a day of fun and festivities, and we hope you bring your families and enjoy the campus. It's just a day to play. Who do I have? Ah, is he coming in? And Dorothy. So when Ray Barnes is on his way in, I'm going to wait for just a moment while he joins us. So this is Mr. Ray Barnes. He was a trustee at Pierce College. He has the distinction of the longest serving trustee at 20 years he served the college. And his wife Dorothy, who is with us.
Really exciting. And remembering back when I was able to remember. And it was a great place for me, and I just want to thank you all. It was well worth the trip.
Thank you. We've been so fortunate as a college to have the kinds of support that we have had from so many people who have either served the college as trustees, foundation board members, volunteers, and of course our outstanding faculty and staff. And so I may miss some folks, but I'm going to start over here. Jan Halverson, Sharon Wilson, Marty Lobdell, we already mentioned James over there, Jim Mullen, I saw Lori White, Ella Williams, Dick Mogg, one of the first faculty, right? Dick, you were that first group, so one of the most senior faculty, Dick Mogg. Steve Kober, taught here at Puyallup. Sandy Lewis taught at both campuses. Started the same year I did. That's right. And I think I saw, who else? I think I saw Randy Leifson. Did I see Randy Leifson earlier? Okay. Right there, Randy Leifson. And, who just retired? Come on. Marcia, right? Who? Karen Newing, right here. Who else am I missing? Jerry, staff member, yes. Pauline. Other folks that Dan Bennett's here?
Yeah, I think that's him.
Utah Haskins is here.
Utah? So, I'm going to ask a little bit later for people to actually, if they want to say something, to come forward. There's Dan Bennett from the foundation. He'd been mostly a distinguished alum and our foundation president at one point in time. I think I also saw Steve Offenbecker back there, who's been on the foundation. So,
Dan Grimm, too.
Dan Grimm, is Dan here? I haven't seen him. He was going to come.
He was going to come, but I thought he was.
Okay. And we're going to also incorporate them into our ceremony. And we've got Laura Bagley, who just retired. Mark Brulette, who is the son of Frank Buster Brulette, who really is, and I think Steve will probably talk about this, the impact that he played on making this campus be a reality in his work in the legislature, along with Mark Gaspard, who was supposed to be able to join us but can't. These are folks that had an impact, and so Steve will talk about that. So I'd like to introduce Steve Wall. He's going to say a few words, right, Steve?
Yes, that's right.
And then we're going to ask anybody else who wants to say a few things, and then we're going to open up the time capsule. Oh, there's Dan. He's here. Dan Grimm. There he is. Okay, so Steve, come on up. Steve Wall, extraordinaire, right?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Michelle said a few words, and I will try and keep it to that. As I was thinking about driving up here today and remembering 1992, the difference between 1992 and 1999, when we finally were recognized as the 34th college in the community college system, was huge. In 1992, we just had this building, and the Burlette Library Sciences building was on the drawing boards, but not necessarily getting full support from the community college system, and so it was in some jeopardy, and we were nervous about whether the building was going to actually get built, and we were almost nowhere on anybody's radar screen politically to be recognized as a new community college. It was a very difficult uphill battle, and fortunately for us, Dan was chair of House Ways and Means, and Mark was majority leader in the Senate, and Mark Gaspard, and we had just tremendous political help. And then Buster Burlette was the president here, who was very well connected politically, not only with legislators, but with state board members. And this opening of the time capsule is a little bit of a celebration of Buster's contribution to this college. The time capsule has his name on it, and he was absolutely instrumental in our finally achieving full college status. But I'll tell you, in 1992, we were motoring along, very happy to have one building, hoping for two, and dreaming someday that we might receive the full recognition of a college in our system, and it was a lot of hard work, and in the final analysis, probably some significant luck. In 1992, the legislature was very closely split. We were in the Democratic version of the budget because our deal with the state board in 1999 was if we could get the legislature to make an additional appropriation for Pierce College, not for the system, but for Pierce College, then they would agree to grant us full college status. We were not in the Republican version of the budget, but we were in the Democratic version of the budget. But fortunately for us, Don Carlson got mad at the Democrats and voted, or got mad at the Republicans. He was a Republican legislator from Vancouver, and voted with the Democrats, which squeaked us in by one vote. And the rest is history, and this college continues to develop and grow, and it's the result of a long commitment from a number of people, a lot of hard work, and it's exciting to me every time I get an opportunity to come back and see what's happening here and see the growth of this college, and I'm hoping that it'll continue to develop and grow and continue to provide educational services to the citizens of this area of Pierce County forever. So anyway, thanks for having me here today, and the history of this place is really pretty interesting, and I won't talk about it anymore up here, but over an adult beverage, I'd be glad to sit down with anybody and share some stories. So anyway, thanks for having me.
The the time capsule really was in the dedication of Frank Buster Burlett. And so, Mark, I think it'd be great for you to come up there, and Steve, and we're going to make our way over here, and Marty and I, where'd Marty go? We're going to, people know how I like power tools. So we're going to open this puppy up and see what's in there.
I expect an actual
There's a list somewhere of what's in there, but I don't.
Great.
I'm going to wear it.
All right, let's see what we have. So as we're outlining these, I do want to give you one more piece of information. And it really is appropriate for what it is that we're doing because of really the impact that Buster had on the system. Buster was in the legislature at the time of, and actually enacted, he was the one who sponsored the bill in 1967 to create the community college system. So without Buster, not only would we not have this campus, there wouldn't have been a community college system. So Mark, that is, you know, a tribute to your father, and we're glad you're here. Pretty cool, huh? So there are some magazines. One is Ebony, How Black Creativity is Changing America, August 1991. Okay, Newsweek, The Day We Stopped the War, January 20th, 1992. Four-Wheeler, Top 10, December 1991. Life, September 1991. Oh yeah, yeah. Some of you don't remember what that is, but we know what it is. People, the 25 most intriguing people of 1991, December 31st. Who's someone on the cover?
Boy, there's a bunch.
Oh yeah, we've got Magic Johnson, Elizabeth Taylor, Garth Brooks, Condoleezza Rice, Julia Roberts, Prince Diana, and I don't know who this is. I'd have to look inside. Luke Perry?
Yeah.
Luke Perry. There we go. All right. And time, December 10th, 1991. All right, The Search for Mary. And the Rolling Stones 25th anniversary issue. Stones. Okay. We have a top 10 almanac, the best of everything according to the numbers. And then the newspaper, the Morning News Tribune, talks about the coup to oust Gorbachev. We're at war and Congress authorizes war. Wow, lots of wartime. Okay. The Pioneer, the June 15th and June 5th edition, 189 and 92, and that was the student newspaper that still exists. It exists at Fort Steilacoom, and now we have the Puyallup Post. So we have two student newspapers. And then the Puyallup area, the Chamber of Commerce Business Directory and Buyer's Guide. The map and brochure of the Puyallup area. There it is, I think. I think it's that small blue thing right there, isn't it? Okay. The Pulse, June 92, the Puyallup Chamber of Commerce newsletter. Then the Chamber of Commerce Centennial Calendar and the Chamber of Commerce membership photo. Did we have the Chamber of Commerce on our foundation or something at the time? Photos, the aerial shot of Pierce College Puyallup. Wow. And the aerial shot of the South Hill Mall. Okay. And the shot of the Puyallup Fair. doing a great job, isn't he? And then the student staff photo, 1992. There's the fair. And then do we have a photo of the...
Look at that crowd.
Oh, wow, look at them. We'll have to show that out. There are some groundbreaking scissors. And there is the video of the groundbreaking, and we'd have to find an old DVR to do that. Now remember, this was only 25 years ago. Think about 50 years from now. The master plan of the Puyallup campus. Okay. And the Pierce College catalog. And the spring class schedule. And there's the Puyallup Fair program. Mark is doing a great job. We need to bring him back. 50 years, Mark. We'll call you back for the next one. Program of the fair. Do the Puyallup. Yeah. And then Pierce College Puyallup student constitution. There it is. And then the last item is the list of the staff and faculty.
165 votes cast.
Fabulous. There it is. So there's the time capsule. Thank you. And I think our new one, our 50th, is pretty college-centric. You can see kind of where we have our heads. Let's see. We're going to fix them. I'm going to call these out and we'll put some other than water. So can you hold these up as we... Because you know it's there. So it's going to be open June 10th, 2067. Wow. The 50th Gala program.
Some of those things aren't in there yet, but yeah.
The Leomeyer Austin Award pamphlet. Achieving the Dream Award information sheet. So all of I think those are some of them aren't in here yet. We're going to put all these together. We're going to have a bigger space. We're going to create a new space. Photograph of the college leaders. We have the students make predictions for the next 50 years. What do they think is going to happen in 50 years? And so we have a list that our students put together. We have local and campus newspapers. We're going to put in an iPhone. And we have ads in the newspaper so they can see how much things cost when it was reasonable.
You're donating one.
A thumb drive, because hopefully they'll still be around or not. A music CD, just to say this was what they look like and what we were listening to. A photograph of the cars in the parking lot so they can see, what cars look like in 2017. The college bulletin, which is what the schedule, the field guide, what do we say about our college, a community fact card, our 2016-17 operating budget, which certainly isn't big enough, the timeline of the previous 50 years, and so we'll include the whole 50-year piece, a view book, which is, and we give out to students, Starbucks cup, our 50th anniversary mug, And our SLAM, which is our Student Literary Arts magazine. It's one that every year our students do with our faculty, and it was hosted initially by the foundation, and the students have a lot of talent that goes into that. The price of food, we have that from local stores. The Student Life Calendar. After next Friday, we'll put in the 2017 graduation program. The 2017 Silver Dollar. Is there a silver dollar there? Not yet. Not yet? Somebody didn't take it. It was there. Yeah, open your pockets. You'll be screening, you'll be going out a metal detector on the way out. We're going to find out who has it. Time magazine, just hot off the press. Pierce College is featured. They're mentioned in a story about the case for community college, and in there is Pierce College in Time magazine. How about that? And it talks about how we've increased graduation rates dramatically, how we've added by adding tutoring and services for students. And so whoever thought we'd make Time magazine, just in time for the opening of the time capsule. The Points of Pride, there are a number of awards that we have won in the last 18 months. Best College for Vets, on the top 150 in the country from the Aspen Award. We have the best, the most successful community college in the state for transfer, and I don't know what else is on there. I know we have a few other things. And then the 50th swag, so all of our fun 50 things, and the communication trends from the various social media outlets. Those are all the things we're going to pack away. So I want to say thank you, and glad you're here celebrating. Do I have any takers who want to come up to the mic? Anybody who wants to say anything about the college, hopefully, but I better clarify, because somebody will challenge me. We'll have to give them the hook. Well, we have refreshments. I hope that you visit with one another. We've got the timeline displayed down the hallway here that gives you the whole 50-year history of the college. You know, this is an amazing place. And what makes it amazing is, first, the students. The students who come from so many different places. Current students, raise your hands. We got some few students here. Yes, this is what we do this for you. How about current employees? Did you raise your hands? Hey. Community members who love Pierce College? Raise your hands. Yes. Thank you so much. I know I won't be, I've been here a long time. I'm not going to be here for the next 50th. I can tell you that. I know that for certain. But I know that we will continue to be an amazing resource in the community, and it's because of all of you, of all of the years that you have given, your dedication, your commitment to what it is that we do. Thank you, Marty. You have a fabulous campus. Our other president, Denise Yoakum, has been dealing with some health issues, so unfortunately she's not able to join us today, but she sends her best. And Fort Steilacoom is thriving, as is Joint Base Lewis McChord. So thanks very much. Let's have something to eat and some good conversation.